What's going on, guys? Jesse here, and I am back from Europe. And before I talk about Europe, I just want to talk about Extra Life. Um, just quickly, because the charity event went much better than expected by the actual organizers. Gamers around the world, I think it was around $1.1 million that the email said that people raised anyway, and that's a lot of money. Like for a hospital charity drive by run by a bunch of gamers slash stoners, I reckon that's a pretty good effort. Um, but our team, which was the Nightwing Alliance, as a joke, um, we raised $262, if my memory serves me correctly, and I donated 100 of that, and yeah, I was I was pretty pleased with that effort because it kind of showed that other people are willing to donate to that kind of thing. Because a lot of charities you get, and it's like help starvation in Africa and stuff like that. And while that's a great cause, and while I'm all for that, um, most people, including me, for some reason, maybe because of overexposure to that kind of thing, aren't really interested in donating to African hunger because that seems to be the only charity, and children's hospitals just seem to be a cause that is more relatively like we could be affected by it. So it seems like donating to a charity like that is kind of helping with the future of maybe your children or the children of people you know instead of someone in a completely different continent. And talking about different continents, segue. Speaking of different continents, I arrived back from Europe approximately 2 weeks ago, I'll say. I'm not really sure the day I arrived back, but I know it was a Wednesday, which is the day before a Thursday. And Thursday is the most important day of the week. So, um, on that Wednesday that I arrived back, um, I was very tired and I slept. And then the Thursday night, I didn't sleep, so I was subjected to a game of basketball on the Friday night when I hadn't slept for around 36 hours. So I was feeling pretty good after that. Um, but enough of me bitching and moaning. In Europe, I don't even know if I told the whole YouTube people that I was going to Europe, but there you go. I went to Europe for 3 weeks, over the school holidays. And in Europe, I A, went to Scotland, B, went to England, and C, went to Italy. And all three countries were really nice. We went to Scotland for as long as I would have liked because Scotland was my favourite. And if I could choose anywhere to move to in Europe, it would be Edinburgh in Scotland because the dynamics seemed extremely nice and it just seemed like my kind of place. People seemed kind, the atmosphere seemed pretty, you know, relaxed but know what they're doing kind of thing. I don't know how to explain it, but it just seemed like my cup of tea. And I actually do plan to move to Edinburgh when I am old enough and have sufficient funds. But that won't be for a long time because money is an issue for me. At least saving money is. Um, but yeah, that just seems like a good option. I really like Scotland. England was also really nice, and I have a lot of footage of my European trip, and most of, um, in terms of video, most of that will be going on to my other channel, which is Jesse and then 7 9s. Yeah, pretty easy to remember. Hey. So I'll probably do some kind of montage to that where I'll write, some music or something and put those video/pictures over that, handpick some and put something out that it might be kind of nice to watch. Because I know a lot of montages of like holidays and things like that end up being really cheesy and have Forever Young on them, and all the photos are black and white or sepia. And just as a forewarning, I'm not like that. I'll just write some music and put in photos that were actually of landmarks or of like really nice people photos kind of thing, not some kind of stupid like sepia thing of a flower that I could see in Australia. um, but enough of ranting about stupid montages. Um, that's mainly from my school, because apparently the only track that they know is Forever Young, which I'm over. I don't think Forever Young's that good. Like, it was good for a little bit, but I can't listen to that song more than like 3 times without getting frustrated. Um, but yeah, back to the money thing. As you guys know, I'm saving for a new computer. Whoa, that was weird. Yeah, I'm saving for a new computer, and well, it's going okay. I've got my case. So I've spent about $160 something so far, and I have about $1.6 thousand to go. So I'm not exactly well on the way, but at least I've got a part, so that means I've committed to it. And I probably won't have all the parts until like April next year kind of thing, depending on when I get a new job, how much the job pays and all that kind of shit. But I am slowly earning money, and I'll probably buy the RAM for my new PC next, or the power supply. So that'll be soon. But yeah, I am hoping to have that done by kind of uh, March, April next year. And then I'm going to have to buy all the new games that came out this year. But I'll buy those off some other site that's not Steam that sells them for like half the price. So that'll be okay. But yeah, I don't really know what score I get in this game, to be honest. I think it's, well, by watching it, it seems like it'll be pretty good. I think the gameplays I have from Black Ops are from like 4 games in a row or something, where I just stomped on the other team. It wasn't really fair, to be honest. Like, look at this. It's just the same with domination on any COD game. It's like, grab the 2 flags and then don't let them move. Which is kind of mean, but it's all a bit of fun at the end of the day, isn't it? So, the game's coming to a close. Let's see what the final score is here. It'll be something amazing. 43-4. It's not too bad. Okay, thanks for watching. See you later.